campaign that you put into it, Philip and your team. And I'd also like to thank the different Chagossian groups that have been so incredibly determined. The Chagos Islanders Group, the Chagos Islands Welfare Group, the Chagos Voice, and the Violent Citizens Platform, and the incredible work that Vanessa Kalu has done. Now, I'd just like to pay a very, very warm tribute to the Chagossian people, because you have been incredibly resilient. You've shown a lot of courage, you've shown determination, and you've shown some magnanimity. You were treated really quite appallingly bad by a British government all those years ago. You were forcibly evicted. You were thrown out of your own country. And yet you're still saying that you have a soft spot for Britain, but you actually want to work with the UK rather than with any other country. And I'd like to say sorry for what happened in the past, obviously, but also say that we mustn't repeat the sins of the past by neglecting you now. Now, as Philip said, I was 10 years ago or so the Minister of the Overseas Territories, and I took away a number of key points. Yes, the base at Chagossian is important. Of course it is. It's vital to UK and US world security. The marine protected area is also incredibly important. Do you know that 90% of the UK's biodiversity is in the overseas territories? And of that, nearly half is in the Chagos Islands. And that is incredible. It's one of the most extraordinary wildernesses in the world. But it's not for Mauritius to take over and possibly, or for China to become involved. It's the Chagossian people. It's your marine protected area. In all of this, the third key ingredient, the base was important, the marine conservation area was important, but the Chagossian people was important. So my point is very simple. Where do we go here? I never thought that I would hear myself saying that it's good news that President Trump has won the election. Because when I visited the White House 10 years ago and spoke to the National Security Advisor, the Americans were absolutely adamant that we should not give up sovereignty. They were firm in their position. We do not give up sovereignty, because if we allow sovereignty to change hands, then many other interests could be put at stake. So we have a new president of the United States. There's also, as you may well have spotted, a new Prime Minister in Mauritius. And I have had the chance to speak to the new Prime Minister on a number of occasions. And I can tell you that Nigel is much, much more sympathetic than the current Prime Minister to consult the Chagossian people. They keep telling us they've consulted the Chagossian people. Well, if they're serious like that, let's have a referendum. Let's have a referendum of Chagossian people in this country, in the UK, in Mauritius, in the Seychelles. Let's have a referendum and let's ask you what you want to do in the future. It's your future. You need a say. And what we'll do in Parliament, in the House of Lords, we'll put an amendment down to the treaty. A treaty will be amended with a vote, and we will do all we can to put the statute so you have to decide your future. Thank you for coming tonight, and good luck for the future.